often means weight loss resolutions and people hitting the gym. Well, Mr. Jason Parsons has been working out.
Yeah, still beginning.
Oh my God. Yeah, but I was like this. I'm like, oh, Man of Steel. Hello.
Hey,
So it sort of started around the end of last year. I see the change already. We all see the change, and you are absolutely loving it. Like you're a little bit obsessed.
It's like, so I'm down 15 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but three pant sizes, down almost 2% body fat. But the thing I'm really excited about is I was around a 70-75% resting heart rate. I'm now at 60. So healthy.
Amazing.
And that's the big thing for me is I don't want to become, I mean, now I am really buff and strong, but I don't want to become that. I just want to be healthy, right?
Right,
So.
and I think it's really, really key that you point that out. Even for our weight loss challenge, it's very expanded beyond just weight. It's not about the weight so much as it is about the health and feeling good about yourself, and seeing things like your heart rate, your resting heart rate going down. So can we watch you working out?
You know what, the interesting thing, you posted something the other day about starting your New Year's resolution in November.
Oh, yeah, actually September. Even go farther back, September.
So that
I also posted that I've been drinking wine like crazy, but whatever.
but subconsciously, I did that because I wanted to start at the gym in October so that by January I'd have a good start.
Yes.
And that's what happened. So now here we are.
Yes. Oh, and look at that. So all throughout the fall, I think this is beautiful. Oh,
that kills. That kills. I tell you. And remember, I'm at the beginning of my journey here, right? So, but I can do pull-ups now. Oh, maybe 2 or 3, but that's about it.
When it comes to things like pull-ups and push-ups, it's all of that body weight stuff. It's actually a very good indicator of your fitness level. So that is amazing. You should be patting yourself on the back. So the fitness is a huge part of it. The food is another. And you're a chef, so when you're in the kitchen, you're around the food all the time. You're with the fat and the butter. It's really difficult to change.
I'm a true believer. I want to set goals though that I can achieve too. And the thing is, when I start going into really nutritious food, and then remember, I always tell people I'm a chef. I'm not a nutritionist. I don't know, But if I do something that's so true and so nutritious, I won't eat it.
Right.
And so what I've done is I've taken right here, a steak, and I don't know, it's probably like a 12-ounce steak, where you should be having, what is it, 5 ounce, 6 ounce.
It has to be 1 inch thick.
French fries, and I hate to say it, but that's a portion of fries I would have eaten. Tiny little bit of broccoli just to kind of make me feel better. And then béarnaise. And the béarnaise is all butter. And here's the scary part. This béarnaise is here because that ain't all the béarnaise I would be putting on my steak. I know I'd be putting all. I'd just dump it on. There's 2 cows there.
So this is basically indicative of what Jay would eat, okay? And this is what you are. This is what you're eating now.
This is great. This is what I'm going to do. But it's a chicken breast, and we're going to stuff it with goat's cheese. Cooked with some salsa, a little bit of tomato.
They like that.
And then I've actually put more broccoli on there. But then I've also done a sweet potato fries.
Right.
And it's really easy to do.
Okay, so what's cool about this is that I think it's good for us to hear what chefs eat when they're trying to be healthy because we know what's going to taste good. These guys are not going to be eating food that doesn't taste good. So if you're making a recipe that is nutritious, we know it's going to taste good. And you're starting with chicken breast, which we all know is great, but we get bored of if you can't figure out other ways to
and that's it. I assume chicken breast is pretty good, but after a while you're like, okay, I can only eat so much chicken, right? Well, no, there's ways to it. So you take a natural pocket. You just over the tenderloin. I score it up a little bit. Put my goat cheese into a piping bag, pipe it in, and boom, you're done. And then you chill them. You just put them in the fridge and get them cold a little bit.
Okay.
And then I always sear that side down first because it helps to seal it up a little bit.
Nice.
Right? But again, I've also backed off the amount of aggressive searing and everything because when you aggressively sear things, the juices, it becomes dry. So you just kind of lightly will sear it on one side. And then what I would do is I would turn it over and then leave that for about 3 or 4 minutes to brown. Okay. But while that's browning, you get everything else ready. Sweet potato fries.
Yeah.
Look at this. I love it. Beautiful.
Superfood, right? And we all know sweet potato is one of those foods that it's so good for you.
I have to be honest, like I had a lot of people eat sweet potatoes and they just boil it and put it on a plate and I'm like, so it needs something. And that's why for me, what I've done is left the skin on for texture, but we throw in some garlic, some rosemary, and then I'm roasting in the oven, which is kind of like a French fry.
That's right.
Yeah. And all of a sudden now I'm excited about this. So I
Yes.
feel like, your curry spices, put that on a sweet potato.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah.
A
It makes
little
it
bit of oil,
sweeter.
just not to drizzle, just not to coat.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're
Totally.
still going to use your flavor. It's going to crisp it up, but you're not going to actually get that much fat on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also you're putting, maybe now you're putting the right kind of fats in.
Right,
Maybe
exactly.
it's not, laden with butter. Maybe it's
And I lined it a little bit
coconut
with
oil
parchment
or-
paper too, just to make
Yeah.
it easier so that when it comes out of the oven, you're not trying to pick it all up and stuff like that,
Right.
right?
Nice.
Cleaning too. But you just pop them in a nice hot oven, 400, 425 degrees. If you've got a fan, put that on.
Yeah.
Every 2 or 3 minutes, you just stir them up, and
Lovely.
then you're good to go. Right? Look at that. Look, there, roasted, boom.
Beautiful. The other thing about roasting them is that they come out tasting sweeter, which is also
so
nice.
fantastic,
So it's a good way to
You
prepare
don't
them.
need to throw the maple syrup and things on there. They're
Right.
sweet enough, right? So
They're sweet enough.
I'd probably go a little brown.
Randy's like, I don't know
Speak
about
for
that part. You need some maple
A
syrup.
little bit of syrup is fine.
Okay, I'd probably go a little browner on that, but just for the sake of getting moving on here,
Yeah.
do that. But then for me, salsa is something. It's it's really healthy. It's just tomatoes. It's got all your spice in there. It's got the flavor.
Yeah.
But I just put that right over the top.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to bring this chicken to life, basically,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I found that when I first put that in there wasn't enough sauce, and it would almost get a little dry. So I just take some strained tomatoes over top, and just pour that in there to make the sauce.
So you're still putting in sort of layers of flavor.
Yeah. And then
Make
you
it
just
work for you.
literally just throw that in the oven and steal that, and you
Yep.
cook that for about 20, 25 minutes, depending on the size of your chicken breast.
Yeah.
But you bring it out, and you end up with a beautiful baked chicken breast like that.
Very
Look at
nice.
that. Isn't that awesome? And you've got
Better than fast food.
cooked in there, goat cheese, you've got your sauce ready to go. You put it on the plate with your roasted sweet potatoes, a lot more broccoli, but with
Yeah.
the salsa on with the broccoli. You know what? I'm not missing it.